2024, and we're hearing that there is a chilling warning that has been released by an FBI whistleblower that is telling Americans, warning them to do 4 things. FBI whistleblower is urging Americans today to vote, to arm themselves, to stock up on 3 to 4 months of food and supplies, and to start praying if you have not already been praying for our world. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you the actual testimony so that way you can see it for yourself. But this is coming out across the headlines today. Take a look. FBI whistleblower gives an emotional testimony about highly inappropriate retaliation against him that's going to be coming as he is blowing the whistle as to what is going on, and he is warning Americans to get ready. Now, there are several reasons why he could be saying this, and I've been warning people here on the channel. Take a look. I've been letting you know. Largest port on U.S. East Coast, New York, New Jersey. They begin prepping for what could be the first union strike since 1977, and we're hearing you might want to stock up on supplies right now. I've had several people reach out to me on the channel and let me know this is going to be coming. They're saying we are members of this union, and we're here to let you know October 1st, things will be stopping. Doesn't look like there's any agreement that has been reached thus far. In addition to that, letting people know here on the channel, World War III. Yesterday, Putin stepped up World War III threats. The Kremlin has warned the West of consequences if it joins in attacks on Russia in new saber rattling after lowering the threshold of when it can launch nuclear strikes. World War III nuclear strikes being mentioned, you guys, as of yesterday, and we saw them change the nuclear doctrines for Russia. Now, in addition to that, this coming out today, Iran gives a grim World War III warning to punish Israel despite temporary Hezbollah ceasefire. So now Iran is coming out today and saying they are prepared to start World War III if necessary, after saying that they weren't going to be retaliating when asked by Hezbollah because they said now is not the right time. But they're saying that they are prepared as well. And the United States is not unique. Like we are potentially under threat here as well. As take a look at this. NORAD detects 4 Russian military aircrafts near Alaska after the U.S. Army recently deployed soldiers to the area to protect the United States. Also, we heard that some of those were nuclear-capable bombers that were flying in the area. We also saw warships traveling in the Arctic and the Pacific near Alaska. So Alaska is on the radar for the United States for potentially being hit. I've been sharing this with you guys. And like I said, the United States, the Pentagon, they're coming out and saying, yes, these are regular, normal drills, but this is going on while in the background we have incredible tensions, World War III, and nuclear war warnings coming out, and we are seeing them deploy troops. So what they're saying and what they're doing are 2 totally different stories. And this also comes as the threat of potential cyber attacks to the United States from China is increased as well. And this coming out on September 18th, the U.S. targets a second major Chinese hacking group that is hitting the United States. The United States' cyber defenses, they're saying we are working around the clock trying to stop, but keep in mind we're outnumbered 50-1. And they know they're trying to hit critical infrastructure systems. I just took a look right now and saw water systems hit by cyber attacks in the last 24 hours. Various different infrastructures being hit, and they are saying that they are waiting to do a massive, coordinated, simultaneous hit on the United States when China is prepared to attack Taiwan. So, like I said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and share with you the latest updates so that way you can see it for yourself. I'm going to put it on the screen, let you watch it and hear it coming out from this FBI whistleblower so you can know exactly what is going on. Now, do me a favor before we dive in. Take a quick second if you appreciate the updates and hit that like button for me. Let me see how many people we actually have in the room with me live right now. It looks like we've got 1,800 people with me live in the room. So if you appreciate the updates, take a second, hit that like button, helps out the channel a ton. Also, don't forget to stay up to date. It's totally free. Why not? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and make sure you're staying subscribed to the channel. I'll keep you up to speed on everything, but a lot of people letting me know that they have been unsubscribed. We think it has something to do with YouTube settings, but I will keep you up to speed on everything. And also, if you want to get notified right away, turn on that notification bell to all. And as always, these articles are going to be linked in the description below. I cite all the sources just like a book report, so that way you can see it for yourself and know that it is the latest. But let me share it with you guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the video footage, this warning coming out from the FBI whistleblower, so that way you can hear it for yourself directly from him, what it was he had to say today, September 26th, 2024. Let's go ahead and play the footage so that way you can see it. Let's see.
Any type of lawless.
And everybody in the minority party, they're fearing what Donald Trump would do in the next administration, while they sit here and they look at the guy who's been persecuted by the FBI. And everybody in the room understands it. Mr. Allen, do you have comments you wish to make? I'll give you about a minute and a half, and then I want to turn the rest of my time to Mr. Jordan.
Yes, sir. I would just say that I consider the hearing today my last act of service as a public servant for the United States of America. And I'll give you my professional opinion. I was an intel professional for our country for many years, and I would give recommendations, and I'd also look at indications and warnings. So I would offer this to the American people as my warning to them. Since this is a warning to the American people, I say, I personally have no confidence that the FBI will rein in its own conduct. I've been persecuted along with Garrett, Steve and Kyle, and countless other whistleblowers. It is my opinion that the Bureau used reprisal and fear to control the workforce. It has been a seemingly effective tactic. I personally believe that there are no current effective checks and balances against them conducting lawless action with any type of correction in a legitimate time frame. I welcome the work of the IG, but I think any type of lawless action, there's no legitimate time frame to rein them back in. Their ability to overclassify information can allow them to stonewall forever. To the American people, you have a duty as a citizen to vote, and I strongly urge you to do so. It's how you participate in the American experience. I know people have doubts about election integrity, but you must vote. It is your claim. Stake your claim and don't forfeit it willingly. Have your voice heard. My other recommendations are in the natural order. First, vote. The second is the Second Amendment. Arm yourself and know how to defend yourself. Make 3 to 4 friends in your neighborhood and promise to come to each other's mutual aid in times of hardship. And during the Great Depression, people stocked up a pantry. So I think that's a good practice, especially in our economic times, and make sure you have 3 to 4 months of food. And as a person of faith, I'd say pray the rosary. Go to the First Friday devotions. That's for everybody, all my brothers and sisters of all faiths, and I know I'm Catholic, and read the gospel of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and live it every day. And that's all I have to say. Thank you for the time.
You know, Mr. Allen, the fact that there are servants like you who have borne up under persecution that a lot of political leaders in this country do not care about is the thing that heartens the American people, and I'm confident the American people will resolve the situation.
There you have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and a recap of what he warned about. He said that the FBI is out of control. They need to be reined in. He said, and he doesn't believe that they are going to be there for you. They're not going to help you. He doesn't see a time frame for which the FBI is going to be held accountable for their lawlessness, how they're out of control. And he also said that he recommends that every American right now, with everything that is going on, he said this is his last duty to the American people is to give you this warning to do 4 things. He said, first, go out and vote. He said, don't, you might be questioning the legitimacy of the voting. He said, but don't even forfeit then your right. At least try. Go vote. He said also, arm yourself and know how to protect yourself and your family. And he said also get 3 or 4 neighbors that you can form a alliance with, that you will be there to protect one another. Number 3, he said, stock up on 3 to 4 months worth of goods, foods, supplies. Be ready for anything, because he's saying that you need to be self-reliant in times like we currently have right now. And again, as you guys know here on the channel that watch me, I have down in the description below for you resources for various things that you will need in case of an emergency. So please check that out. I've got medication kits. We've got flashlights, batteries, candles, assortment of different things that you need. Also stock up on food, stock up on water, all of those things. This is the warning coming out from the FBI whistleblower. And lastly, he said, pray for everything going on. Pray. He said that he is of a Catholic background, but he said even if you're of another background, whoever it is you pray to, he said, please pray. And he is saying he's expecting some pretty extensive backlash, highly inappropriate retaliation for what it is that he is currently vocalizing at this time. So like I said, I will keep you guys up to speed on everything, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And also, if you appreciate the updates, do me a favor, hit the like button, keeping you up to speed on everything that's going on. I see we've got 2,474 people with me live. If we could get 60 more likes, that would be 1,000 while we're live. That would be amazing. And if you appreciate staying up to date on everything, I see Fighting Friar said he sounds genuinely nervous. Yeah, they're saying that he is saying right now that things are not good for him, that he is going to get incredibly inappropriate backlash for what he's doing, and he probably already has gotten that, they're saying. So yeah, he is very concerned at this time. But like I said, this is going on while in the background we have threats of World War III, supply chain issues, we've got cyber attacks coming, and we've got elections coming in exactly 40 days from now. And with all this going on, we're going to be seeing, as things are intensifying, what's going to be unfolding. And he is saying, listen, the FBI, the government, they're not going to be here to help you. They're not going to help you when times get rough. You need to be self-reliant. You need to be prepared, be ready, make preparations now. And I always say here on the channel, you know, if World War III hits, or if there is some sort of nuclear strike or attack, or cyber attacks hit, or even just, you know, things start to fall apart, who knows what could be unfolding, what could be coming around the corner with the world that we live in right now today. I always say here on the channel, don't be scared, be prepared. Don't stick your head in the sand and pretend like nothing's going on and just, I'm not going to look at the news or not be aware of what's going on around me, so therefore it's not going to happen and I'm going to pretend like everything's okay. No, we need to know what's going on, and then we need to make preparations so that way if things do go awry, ourselves and our families are taken care of, and maybe we can even help some other people as well. So that's why I say we don't believe in a spirit of fear. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but we have a sound mind. We're going to make decisions, and knowledge is power, but I like to take it a step further and say the application of that knowledge is power. So take this information, do with it what you will. Additional resources linked in the description below, but a major warning coming out today, September the 26th, 2024, from an FBI whistleblower giving a very emotional testimony. Some people saying you could hear the fear and anxiety in his voice as he is letting the American people know there are 4 things that you should be doing right now. Number 1, go out and vote. Don't forfeit your vote by thinking that the integrity of the elections have been compromised. Still go do it. Number 2, he said, arm yourselves, know how to defend yourselves, make alliances in your neighborhood. Number 3, stock up on 3 to 4 months worth of goods, supplies, foods, water, things of that nature. And lastly, he said, pray. Pray for our world. And if you're a praying individual here on the channel, I know that here on the channel we have got a lot of people that are believers, that are prayers. I'm so thankful for the community here. Drop those praying hands in the comments. I see already D. Anderson says, lean on Jesus with those praying hands. Baby Cortez, thank you for the $5 super chat. There is a hidden non-American intention in our government. Steve, the time has come. Evil has been infiltrated for some time. They will now act on it, says Baby Cortez. Cortez, thank you for the $5 super chat. And yes, we know that there is a lot of corruption that is going on in our world right now, but I believe in prayer. Pray against it, and let us also prepare so that way whatever unfolds, we and ourselves, our families, and those that we can send this message out to will be ready and prepared, and we won't fall, victim to the corruption that is going to be coming. I believe even when there's darkness, what do they say? When the sky is the darkest, that's when the stars shine the brightest. That's when the light will show the most. So continue to pray, continue to prepare. I'll be right here keeping you guys up to date on everything. And do me a favor, I see all those praying hands coming in. While you're putting in those praying hands, also take a second, hit that like button, help spread this out further so more people can get the latest updates. Robin West, thank you for the $5 super chat. I heard that Netanyahu wants war because if no war, he'll be arrested. Any thoughts on that, Robin? Yeah, there's a lot of different opinions on that. I think that's speculation. I don't think that's the case personally. I think I'll do a little bit more research on Netanyahu, but I think that there are a lot of anti-Semitic opinions and liberal opinions. You got to understand the various conservative and liberal parties of Israel and how they've had so much trouble with their democracy. Right now, I think the vast majority of the nation, not the vast majority, but a slim majority of the nation wants him in there right now to take care of stuff. And there's a lot of them that don't like him, but that rhetoric about him being, arrested and things of that nature, I don't necessarily agree with it from what I've seen. I think that's kind of like the similar rhetoric that we see around Donald Trump right now, how they're saying that he's got all these allegations and all these things. A little bit of a different situation. I understand, but yeah, I don't really necessarily say that I subscribe to that rhetoric, that is the reason why. I don't think that at all. I think that they are trying to eradicate what is a terrorist threat against the nation. Just my personal opinion. But like I said, I can look into it more, and we're going to be going into more depth in that because the war in the Middle East is increasing substantially. Headlines coming out today that Iran is issuing World War III threats as of this morning, September 26, 2024 as well. So I'll be covering it for you in upcoming videos. Don't worry. I'll keep you up to speed on everything. And as always, I'll cite the sources. I'll have them in the description. I'll link them. I'll have everything ready so that way you can see it for yourself. But that is the latest, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, help spread this out further, and resources and articles linked down below. And make sure that you are not scared, you are prepared, and I will keep you up to date on everything. But that is the latest, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.